Infinity War was nuts. But this one is going to be our finest hour.
We're in the Endgame now.
Thanos wiped out 50% of all living creatures. These are the highest stakes that the Avengers have ever faced.
This is the fight of our lives.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
Every time you think Marvel's pulled every single trick out of the bag, they actually saved the best stuff for this one.
This is the end of the fireworks show, the grand finale.
The storytelling is insane. You just don't know what to expect.
I guarantee you there is no way anybody could guess what's going to happen.
We're the Avengers. We got to finish this.
Welcome to Countdown to Infinity, an Avengers podcast. This is a super special episode. This is the one you listen to on your way to the movie theater. So when you wake up and you're like, man, I got this ticket burning a hole in my pocket for Avengers Endgame. I got to get hyped. This is what you put into the cassette player.
How many people do you think are anticipating that morning?
Ooh, I'm anticipating it pretty hard.
Yeah.
I took that whole day off of work. But don't tell them because I haven't. I know I'm not. I'm working.
I was like, holy shit.
That's true. It wouldn't even make sense.
You just revealed it.
I would just be off for the whole day. What am I going to do? Like,
yeah.
Binge watch movies.
Binge watch movies, yeah.
Binge, baby, binge. But yeah, so this week, this is we did it. We watched every single Marvel movie in season 1 leading up to this. We talked about every single superhero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe leading up to this.
Yep.
So this is it. This is our final time to talk to you guys.
The last episode ever.
This is it. We're talking about This Is It, the show.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, This Is Us is the show.
This Is It is Michael Jackson's song.
We're talking about the Michael Jackson documentary.
Oh,
This
shit.
Is It. Bummer. So let's just go. So I'm gonna have a couple questions. I guess we'll just freeform right now. What are you guys looking forward to in Avengers Endgame?
The ending.
Cool.
No, I'm just kidding. The
Closure.
The middle.
Yeah.
No, I really do want to see, like, I guess, like, the ending is kind of like an actual, like, a joking answer, but it's actually really cool. Like, I want to see how this all wraps up, so.
It's exciting.
It won't be the same again. I just want to see what comes after this. Like, I know, obviously, Spider-Man Far From Home comes after this, but...
you idiot. You can just Google what happens.
Yeah, but I want to see how it's going to be, like, post, like, because this is going to be big. Like,
yeah.
This one feels kind of like the very first mega event because the other Avengers movies had very little repercussions.
Yeah.
But until like the Sokovia thing and everyone freaked out in the Captain America movie and whatever.
But Thanos is always there, like in
so
the background. So this is big.
That's why I want to see. Like, does he die? Like, and then how do you put Doctor Doom in there next, or Magneto, or Galactus, or you put the Skrulls in there? Like, how do you get bigger than this? How do you top this? Because it's gonna be pretty crazy.
Craig, what are you excited for in Endgame? Assuming you haven't seen it already.
Well,
Craig's seen it 4 times already.
Oh, you have YouTube Red.
Yeah,
it's on YouTube Red.
Along with Cobra Kai season 2.
No, I think I'm just wanting to see. I'm gonna kind of go along with what Drew's saying. Like I just want to see how they pull this all together, and then really and truly, I think I'm more excited about to see what's going to happen afterwards.
Yeah, it's not going to be the same for sure. Like, maybe no one dies or whatever, but maybe people stop being
who they are.
Yeah.
Well, one of the biggest things that I remember from the first Infinity War is Tony Stark talks to Pepper Potts about having this dream about them having kids, and he was like, it was so real. And in my head, I was like, man, that would be really great if that is something that happens.
And I keep saying it though, but I do believe he's going to be like the new Stan Lee.
That would be cool.
I think they're going to retire Iron Man as the character, but the Tony Stark will continue to
we'll always get like a cameo or something.
Well, speaking of Stan Lee, that's something I'm looking forward to. Is this Stan Lee cameo that may be the very last one? That's going to be really big.
If that steals the show from like this big movie that's supposed to be like this cinematic event of the decade, and then Stan Lee steals the show, that'd be so epic. And he's the one who comes out and starts like throwing hands with Thanos and start beating the shit out of him.
I was deaf the whole time. Bitch.
I'm about to dust you, bitch.
Something that I'm looking forward to, and we kind of haven't talked about yet. But Thanos always has kind of this group because we want to see that final fight with Thanos, but this movie's 3 hours long. So somewhere in there, either there's a lot of plot, but I assume there would also be other fight scenes with other villains or like sub-villains. I don't know if that makes sense, because in Infinity War, it was Thanos and then his children.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know what kind of action sequences will get us to the Thanos part.
What the cannon
Ronin?
fodder
Yeah.
is, yeah.
What-
Or Ronin, or I
what
guess,
armies,
or something.
what
like,
anything. Because if not, then it would just be plot. You know?
I guess
Well, he's had many people working for him across all the different movies.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? In his cameos, it's always like, oh, hey, now this guy's working
Loki
for me. Or now
worked for
Loki's
him.
working for him.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think that we'll see some of the? You said Ron. Do you think we'll see some of those? Just as we see the Avengers all coming together, do you think we'll see some of the older villains show up in this movie?
I mean, I would hope so. I if anything, I would just hope like maybe there's callbacks to it.
yeah.
You know, just to like, you know, I think there will be too, because I think like, you know, on set when they were filming, they were showing like, you know, what's his name, the Crossbones guy. I can't remember the actor. Yeah, Frank Grillo. They were showing him on set, and then he said he was like in this movie. So like,
Yeah,
you know, how he's in this movie,
was-
that's kind of,
Well, and
you know,
obviously we saw the photographer, the paparazzi getting pictures of them in like the first Avengers, and we don't know if that's like the barf thing or they use time travel. So there's so much speculation right now, and but I think that's what people don't realize is it's not just another Avengers movie. It has to wrap up everything. So you have to really go over the last 10 years and give everybody their due, because I think someone had said something like, yeah, it was the day on set where everyone from like Michael Douglas was there to everybody else. So, and especially if it's a time travel movie or you use this barf thing, you can kind of
see them all.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why wouldn't you go back and kind of highlight
What if
every
they,
single movie
on the way, I guess, to reversing the snap? What if they
bring back everybody else that died, or like Odin,
or show you like
Frigga,
how
Loki,
the story ends, somewhere in there, maybe a memory flashback or something
yeah,
like that.
and then it's still possible to like, that universe is messed up. We're gonna Rick and Morty this, and we're all gonna jump to this universe.
Yeah,
and this is where the X-Men are. This is where the Fantastic Four are, or something.
Really open up the door to a lot of crazy things that Marvel can do.
Yeah,
I guess
in the future.
The sky is really the limit, though, because like you haven't really seen anything in the trailers. Like it's literally just been teases the entire time.
I'm interested. So we were just watching Infinity War earlier, but one of the cool things about Infinity War is there are kind of central characters, even though there's a lot of people, but there are central characters. For example, Thor and Thanos, they're on a crash course from the beginning of the movie to meet, and it was like one of the biggest moments. So I think in this final movie, we're going to probably see a lot more of Iron Man and Captain America, because the Russo brothers made Civil War, they've made a lot of Captain America, or they made a Winter Soldier. So I feel like those two are going to be some of the central stories in this. Of course, we have so many Avengers in this movie, but I think you have to pick which ones are going to be the main ones. Yeah,
basically, like very, very essential to the narrative, I guess.
And I feel like those two would be really good for them to focus on, especially since we partially think this may be one of their last movies.
Right, it's like a swan song, basically, for the original. For the original Avengers, and just doing an ad right now.
There's rumors now that Thor may also continue on. So
Minute Maid give us free stuff.
Yeah, so I think Captain America and Iron Man, those are the two I'm looking at for this movie.
Right.
But,
yeah.
Super excited. Anything else for this hype episode?
You better be hyped in this car. Like you better not be not hyped.
Yeah, you better not be not hyped.
No, you better. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like if you're listening to this on your way to the gym, what the fuck?
I know.
You shouldn't be doing that. Like,
If you listen to this after the movie, what have you done?
It's all rise.
Exactly.
Now you know more than we do.
Today's the day. I'll have. Yeah, we want to know what you guys think immediately after the movie. So I'm going to give you a phone number, but I'm going to need
not
someone
now
to stall for a little
Yeah, you
bit.
can't hide from the cameras. Usually, we would have made up a really funny excuse.
That's
'cause
right,
All you're doing is listening. But now that we're on film,
some of these cameras, are recording. Yeah,
I know. Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
I hope,
are you telling me they can see us?
yeah, they can see us 100%. They see every movie.
You're like, at least I hope so, because
There's
Andrew was
literally
like trying to hold up an
we
ad.
are so well lit, and like 5 cameras on us right now.
Yeah.
So well lit.
So
Yeah.
is this my good side or?
Yeah, exactly. I know.
what side?
But
Hey, while you're stalling, I was gonna add to this. It would be interesting to see how they shoot the movie, because the first movie to me I felt like was shot in different movies.
Yeah.
Because they had all the different characters and different kind of timelines
Uh-huh.
in the movie. So I wonder how they're gonna do Endgame.
This
where
one?
they're
Yeah.
gonna have to start bringing those characters all back to the same.
Yeah, that's exactly like what Drew and I were thinking too. Because like I think when we were talking about it, even like earlier when we were watching the movie, you can totally tell that like each group of characters kind of like are in separate scenes together, and they're very 3 separate like different tones and stuff. It's almost like you're watching three different, like, I guess, well, you said movies, but like it's almost like movies are like or TV episodes in one movie.
Exactly, yeah.
So like now to bring that all home,
the series finale,
and to have like a Battle of Winterfell or something per se, like it's kind of crazy.
Game of Thrones reference.
So it's just that's just pretty awesome to know that how you're just I don't know I just want to know how they do that. It's gonna be awesome. It's
gonna be pretty mind blowing.
Unless they don't do that, which is like a little disappointing. But if they still keep them separate, which on the practical front, you can see how it could happen because actors and actors, they all have busy schedules, so that can play a factor. Like it can be we talked about it earlier. It can be the glass route where it's a close up of one dude's face, and then when it cuts to it's the same scene, but it cuts to the another person's face, and it may not be there.
And because I'm also. Speaking of all of them being together, I'm also wondering what that's like because, and I'm sure there's leak footage, so some of you may already know, but I can imagine.
Ooh, did you just promote leak footage?
I'm not promoting. This is Thursday on the day you're seeing it, so don't just wait like 5 hours. But I feel like it's crazy and almost impossible to have all of these Avengers fighting at once because then each of them is getting one punch, and I'm sure some people know already what it's like.
Because the camera needs to move somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, you're on Star-Lord, you're on Spider-Man.
Yeah,
you're like,
the best because they're like, everybody put your mask on, so that way we could just have a body double of Captain America. Captain Marvel's got her mask on. Ronan, put your fucking hood on. Iron Man, throw your shit on.
Do you guys have any concerns about this really long runtime?
Nope.
Just for like the theater viewing for you guys, like going to
I
go.
sat through Peter Jackson's King Kong Christmas Day.
Oh my
Lord
god!
of the Rings.
Multiple
times.
I watched The Nun twice in a row.
Hey,
that's 3 hours.
Suspiria was pretty satisfying. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, that wasn't like a 3 hour movie, but it was like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Long.
Yeah.
Well, so there's a lot of Well, so some people are planning around what they're gonna do, but super excited. So
what does that mean? Planning? Like are they just like is that the bathroom thing that everyone's like bringing up?
Food wise.
Damn, eat before you get there, man.
People are setting up their automatic bill pays.
The Russo brothers set this up like as if you're going into surgery, like the night before. Don't have anything to drink, don't have anything to eat, because then like you're gonna get there and you're gonna be like, man, I have to take a 2-pound shit right now during this movie.
That's
2-pound shit.
That's a little ridiculous. I mean, it's a movie, so if your bladders are going to burst, go to the fucking bathroom and just like watch the movie again.
You're gonna miss
something like.
Guys, so we want to know what you have to say about the movie. So if once you finish watching it, you can just leave us a message on @DelphinPod on Instagram or Twitter and Facebook, whatever. You can also, I'm also down if you record your review of the film. You can email it to us.
He's down.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you could just if you have a phone that records well, or if you have a microphone, it's cool to record it and email it to us.
I want to see what you look like.
No. But yeah, if you want to email us your like an audio tidbit of what you thought of the movie, you can email it to info@delphinpod.com. But if you want to call and leave a message, other operators are waiting now. John and Andrew are waiting now to accept it. Now, the phone number is 512-937-3763. 512-937-DPOD. It'll be in the description too. But call and leave a message and let us know what you think of the movie. Just like this entire season, we'd love to hear it. And there's some really great ideas that you guys have and some great theories that we've talked about on those listener mail episodes. Things that we didn't even think about ourselves. Because, we don't think good.
D-Pod,
baby.
I mean, DPOD.
Any final thoughts on Avengers Endgame?
Like pre-final thoughts?
Pre-final?
This movie better not suck because we just spent all this time hyping you up in the car and then it's going to suck and you're like, well, those dudes were wrong. I'm just kidding. Very unlikely.
It better be the Hail Mary that actually lands, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm excited. I think
to be honest, you know how this movie ends. You know what I'm saying? It's a superhero movie. Superhero movies win. Superheroes beat bad guys.
Yeah, Thanos.
Yeah. But how it happens, that's the journey.
Yeah.
It's going to be the best.
That's the 3-hour drive.
Next.
What if Thanos wins again? That'd be the worst. Like,
another snap.
Yeah, there's gonna be one more, a trilogy.
Avengers 3.
Yeah, Thanos. Yeah, Electric
Boogaloo. Yeah, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo.
In comes Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I hope you guys.
I would love that.
I hope you all like it. Don't forget to leave us a review. We'll see you tomorrow with the spoiler-free review, and then on Monday with a spoiler-full review of this movie. Well, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Go watch it like 6 times.
Oh, watch it so many times.
That's going to be 18 hours. Holy shit.
Don't do that.
Watch
Wear
it
your
7
shirts.
times.
Wear your shirts.
Yeah, wear
Oh,
your
yeah,
Santa
wear
Claus
your-
to
Take
represent
pics, yeah. We'll see you
in your sleep
at the movies.
while you're sleeping.
Like Santa. We'd be like Santa.
At the movies while you're sleeping.
Do you think Santa's a superhero?
Hell yeah.
I think so too. Yeah, I'm a little insulted at the fact that he's not in the Avengers.
Because Santa sees you while you're sleeping, which is a superpower. You know, my uncle has that superpower.
Nice.
He can time travel or stop time.
He also knows when you're awake, which is crazy. Like,
Why would you want to know
imagine like you're just like you're cooking breakfast and you're like, huh? Emmanuel's awake.
Santa knows I'm awake.
Emmanuel's awake.
It's fucking weird to
You'd
know
be like,
that.
you look at the clock. You're like,
Yeah.
Emmanuel's just now waking up at 4.
Also, to
Oh
be
my
naughty,
God.
to be naughty or nice is so subjective to what he thinks is like naughty and nice. It's
What
so
if it's
funny.
like naughty, like kinky? He's like, oh, guess
then-
what? You get nothing.
He also
because
has
you're
an
kinky.
army of
little people,
elves.
of little people,
Yeah, which is
of dwarves.
against some law.
They're elves,
Yeah.
not like
Dwarves.
dwarves.
And don't you think it's some? Oh, here's my theory: Santa's real,
Nope.
but
Okay.
everyone in the world is naughty now, so he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, or like once a year, everyone fucks up.
That sounds like a very existential Christmas
Isn't it?
short.
Yeah.
You just pitched our Christmas short.
It's
That's
literally
pretty
the
awesome.
same as saying like we're all going to hell or something.
You know what's
because
awesome?
everyone's
Is, like,
bad.
We need to get Tim Allen on the phone. Santa Claus 4.
This is like Santa Claus by Jean-Paul Sartre. Like, you know.
The reboot.
Yeah, exactly.
If I knew the rules of Santa Claus after watching Santa Claus, I would be trying to kill Santa Claus so that I could fucking like get what like that's not even that's not a consequence. Like it's a reward for killing Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Suddenly
you
you, can live
become-
forever.
Oh
and
no.
Have you
I
seen
don't know, man.
Krampus?
You might get crucified for that.
I mean that puts a big target on Santa Claus's back. Everyone's like trying to kill him to live forever.
Everyone's waiting by their chimneys with the shotgun. Come on, bitch.
I want to live forever. You'd have like really sick people.
Light the fire. He's
People
coming
who
down.
are like on death row, people who have like terminal diseases, just waiting for Santa so that they can murder him.
I don't know, we're gonna get that venison.
No. Did you know that Santa spelled
Backwards is Antaz.
same letters as Satan? But I was gonna say spelled backwards, like, but no, but it doesn't spell Satan. I was gonna say spelled differently is Satan, but that's every word. Every word spelled differently is Satan. I might leave all this in. This has
You
nothing to
should.
do with Avengers.
Nope,
but
not at all.
But it's good banter.
It's good banter.
It's what
totally
you
is.
enjoy. It's what
Yeah.
you come for.
These cameras are still recording. The Patreon people just got like
I know.
an awesome
If you
little
got
show
a free
here.
show.
This is a
Yeah.
hype. This is a hype episode for Tim Allen's Santa Claus 4,
Yeah.
the murdering or whatever.
I think he'd totally be down to do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
loved that role, man. He
Tim
did.
Allen. Did you know Tim Allen is a felon?
Yeah.
Was a felon? Is a felon?
Yeah, for selling.
Yes, the cocaine.
And
The cocaine.
and then he was a snitch.
Yeah, he snitched out all the people that he was like, you know, apparently like.
Yeah, that's why they gave him home improvement by the government. The government gave him it.
Wait, so he snitched out people. So he has a target on his back, just like his character Santa Claus in Santa Claus.
He's got
And-
double targets.
Wow.
They're like back tits
Was
targets.
it Woody Harrelson's dad too? Yeah.
Randy Quaid.
I had no idea. That's
Quaid
pretty
at the
crazy.
border.
Randy Quaid. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, Randy Quaid, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
pretty sure he was
Cardi
under
B drugging
federal
men or
investigation.
robbing
really?
men.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Well,
Wow.
guys, stay safe out there. You don't know if Tim Allen's.
Yeah, there's a lot of targets on a lot
If
of
he's,
backs.
if he's watching or not.
You don't know if Tim Allen or Woody Harrelson's dad.
They probably know when you're awake.
I know. Avengers.